Welcome to Cord Cutting This Week, episode number 35, the show where I break down some of the biggest stories in the world of cord cutting. Every week, we chat about what I think is the most influential or most important stories that happened in the past week in the world of cord cutting. Now, if you want to know more about these stories, these are my opinions. Check out the show notes down below. There you'll find links to each individual story and you can read up in details about each one. But let's kind of dive into it. First though, a few quick housekeeping things. Yes, this is episode 35. Thanks everyone who messaged me say, Luke, you miscounted. I listed last week as 35 when it was really 34. Thanks everybody who messaged me, hey, I was on vacation camping and still did the show. But yeah, I did miscount. Fortunately, no more vacations coming up for a while, so shouldn't be any issues like that coming forward. Number two, I'm in my actual office. Now, we're not really set up for this here. I usually like to do these at home because that studio is kind of all set up to, I think, do better videos like this. But I recorded the show. I thought it was one of my best ever. Ejected the SD camera and snap, it broke in the camera. So I got to get that all fixed. So we may be doing some more broadcasts from here, and I'll set up this to look better soon. But let's dive into it. A lot of happening in the world of cord cutting, and then not even when just looking at Prime Day. So let's dive in here. Number one is cord cutting still cheaper? I get this question a lot. Luke, hey, DirecTV Now, PlayStation Vue, Sling TV, YouTube TV a few months, all went up $5. Is cord cutting still cheaper, or should I just go back to cable? You've probably even seen stories or posts on social media. You know what, forget it. I'm going back to cable. I'll save more money that way. And the truth is no, cord cutting is saving you more money than ever now. I got kind of sick of seeing this and I decided let's really break this down. Let's get in there because remember, cable went up this year too. Let's see how much it went up. Let's see which one is still cheaper. And the truth is you're saving more now than ever before. Consumer Reports thankfully helped us with this. They posted a breakdown of all the different price hikes on cable providers. And I used that. There's a story over at Cord Cutters News. It's the #1 story link down below. They'll break out all this, but let's take a look at the few highlights. Comcast, for example, raised the price on average $7.75 on customers. This means you're saving $2.75 more per month, every month, this year than you did last year, even if you got hit with a $5 price hike in the world of cord cutting. If you didn't, if your service didn't go up, you're saving $7 more this year than you would have been last year. Spectrum, heck, they raised the price a lot, especially if you're a former Time Warner customer. According to Consumer Reports, you may have seen as much as $11.35 a month in savings more this year than you saw last year. DirecTV, you may be seeing, if you were a former DirecTV customer, you'd be saving additional $4, even with the $5 DirecTV Now price hike. So the truth is no, cord cutting has never been cheaper, and you're going to be saving more money than you ever have in the history of cord cutting this year, because every year cable goes up. I think sometimes people forget that. Those introductory price offers are just that, introductory. They don't often include, they typically, I should say, don't include all the fees, taxes, add-ons. I mean, broadcast TV fees, other fees, many of these services went up this year for cable, something cord cutting doesn't have to deal with. Beyond that, the base packages keep going up and up and up. So there's a lot of savings in the world of cord cutting. If you're still on the fence, like, hey, am I going to really save money? The truth is yes. You want to know how much money you save? In the show notes again, story #1, take a look at it right there. But let's keep going. Another thing about saving money, internet. Now, you don't need internet to be a cord cutter. I hear this all the time. Hey, I got an antenna, I got a box of DVDs, I'm happy. But I know many people want to have a streaming service. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, DirecTV Now, PlayStation Vue, Sling TV, etc. Is a great way to get a ton of content really cheap streaming over the internet. And you're going to get cable no matter, or get internet no matter what. You get cable, you're going to have internet still. So let's kind of take a look at one of the ways that I'm very excited about to save money, and that's 5G. Now, 5G is a new wireless internet standard. If you've been watching these shows, you know I've been talking about a lot recently. The idea is they run fiber to your neighborhood, and then they put a transmitter in your neighborhood, and it sends out a wireless signal that you can pick up in your house. This means that the internet companies don't need to run fiber to each individual home, and it allows them to wire an entire neighborhood in a fraction of the time it would have taken otherwise, because running fiber to the house is very time consuming. Well, AT&T, Verizon, Google, Dish, all kinds, T-Mobile are planning to launch this year and next year, but with this, C Spire beat them though. C Spire is a regional ISP. They launched their own 5G network this week for home internet access, and it's cheaper than you think. So a few details. It's $120 down base package. Now, theoretically, 5G can go fiber, so gigabyte down, but just like, you know, my cable company offers a gigabyte package, but they also still offer 100, 300, so on packages for cheaper prices. They're starting off with the 120 Mbps down, which is more than enough to stream Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. No data cap, which is really big. I'll get to that in a minute. And it starts at $50 a month. A really great deal on the pricing for internet. Now, you may be saying, well, Luke, where I am, that's not a good deal. Remember, cost of internet is regional. There's a lot of factors go into it: the age of the network, what kind of network it is, what the price of the market will allow. So that areas, it's been shown repeatedly in studies that areas with multiple ISPs have a lower internet price. So just keep that in mind. But $50, no data cap, 120 down internet. That's a really good deal for internet for most Americans with a speed fast enough for cord cutting. And the great thing is it brings competition. So now your DSL, your cable internet providers have to worry. And my thing, I really believe that the first thing to happen here is probably data caps will go away because they need to compete. And Comcast and others have already said that, hey, yes, this is about data caps about making more money, basically, is what they've admitted time and time again. And if, you know, C Spire, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Dish, all these other companies launch it without data caps, you know, eventually Comcast and the other cable providers are going to say, oh, you know, we're getting rid of data caps so we can compete. The other thing here, I hope it really improves right off the bat, is customer service. Because I'll be honest with you, I'll pay $10 more a month if I feel like I get good customer service. I'm hoping that once we go from 1 to 2 internet providers in most areas, maybe 3 if you're lucky, really they can say, hey, you know what, screw it. We don't have to give you good customer service because what are you going to do? Leave us? Where are you going to go? So I really hope that this forces companies to offer better customer service. And I firmly believe that it will, to be honest with you, because they have to. And if they don't, they're going to quickly find themselves in a position where, hey, I will go to C Spire even if it's $10 more a month if they offer me better customer service. T-Mobile, all these others. T-Mobile's talking about bundling it so you get your cell phone service and your home internet for one low price. It's all right there. Now, how it works is you're going to get a little device. The C Spire one puts a device on the outside of your home that then transmits a Wi-Fi signal into your home for it. Verizon's got a little modem that sits in your home. It's put by a window, creates the Wi-Fi network in your home, and you connect to that. Just have Ethernet jacks on the back of it. And then you're connected to the internet. The cool thing I like about this is, let's say you move, you just unplug your modem, you take it to your home, you plug it in, you have internet. You're done. But I really think this is going to eventually drive down the price. First, though, I think it's going to help eliminate data caps, and I really think it's going to force companies to offer better customer service. Because I mean, if all the services are within $10 of each other, one offers good service, one does not, where are you going to go? I would go for the good service. I'll pay $10 for good customer service. So keep that in mind. All kinds of details down there about the 5G rollout. And more is coming with Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile this year, other companies next year. They say half the country will be covered in 5G by the end of 2020. By 2024, the vast majority of America will have 5G internet. Hey, last story of the day. You ready for one more streaming provider? Walmart is launching a on-demand Netflix, Hulu, Amazon competitors, how it's being billed, reportedly now in the fourth quarter 2018. Now, Walmart has been looking to expand. So Walmart understands that there's more competition than ever in the big box stores. Not only do you have Amazon, but Dollar General and others have really been fighting hard to take them on and, you know, eat their lunch, to be honest with you. So Walmart's saying, hey, let's diversify. Let's go out there and find other ways to compete. And apparently they're very happy with the success of Vudu. Reports are Vudu is doing well, and they're going to launch a $8 or less is what's being reported on-demand subscription streaming service to take on Netflix. How successful will this be? It's hard to tell. A lot of the content's locked up in contracts. Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon all have great original content. And it goes back to the other thing, is cable cheaper? Well, most cable subscribers have at least one streaming service because you can't get House of Cards on cable. You can't get For me, Last Chance U, I would subscribe to Netflix just for that, or the new Tom Clancy series that's coming out, the Jack Ryan on Amazon. You can't get this content on cable. Well, you won't probably be able to get that on the Walmart service. So I'm very interested to see how Walmart does here. A few things playing in Walmart's favor. They have all the stores to really ratchet up their marketing using the Walmart juggernaut. They have money to buy contracts to get content. But they're also entering a field. I mean, it's not just Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. There's Crunchyroll. I mean, there's over 100 on-demand streaming services in the United States. What will Netflix have that will make it stand out from its competitors? That's the question. It sounds like they want to be cheaper, and maybe not roughly, maybe more around Hulu. We'll wait and see what that actually looks like, but what would that get us? And that's the big thing here. A good price is great, but content is king. So we'll have to see what they do here. But they got the money. They're in no rush to do this. They also have the ability to use all those box stores to promote the service. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. One interesting thing here is being reported that they're also looking at a ad-supported separate service. From some people are speculating. Details are still a little thin on this. But for some time now, Vudu has offered free with ads movies. They recently expanded that to TV shows and made the interface for the free content a lot better. They can browse by TV shows, movies, different genres. They've really improved that. So it sounds like maybe Vudu will be splitting out. So the free content of Vudu will come and be its own app maybe, and you still have the Vudu store to buy stuff, but then you'll also have the on-demand category there. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with all this content and what Walmart does. Will they launch two services? Are some of these reports bad? Is the ad-supported content just what is currently happening on Vudu? I don't know. That's a good question. It's definitely clear that there's a lot of interest in Walmart to diversify. To say they're not giving up on their big box stores, but we would like to be more than a big box store company. We'd like to be in digital sales. We'd like to be, in this case, a streaming service. They're already a phone service too with their Smart Talk? Straight Talk. That's what it's, Straight Talk. And I've used it. I highly recommend Straight Talk if you're looking for a prepaid fan program. I was very pleased. Good customer service. So don't count Walmart out. They could be a disruptive force here. Question is, are they too late? Are people going to be willing to leave Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon to go to Walmart? Are you? Would you go to Walmart over Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon? What would make you pick them? What could Walmart do to make you subscribe other than give away everything for free? Well, let me know. Leave me a comment. I'll be back next week, Friday. Or Saturday if I'm traveling like I was last week. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these shows. Let me know what you think about cord cutting in general, these topics we just talked about. And as always, thank you for your support. It means the world to me. And I'll go try to fix that camera and get back into our normal studio where this I think works a little bit better. I'll see you next week. Thank you for your support. Take care, everybody.